Hello my beautiful people and welcome to my channel. In this space I'm going to be sharing with you monthly general tarot readings as well as my TikTok lives, and I'll also be sharing with you essential oil education and, excitingly, my podcast interviews for my podcast. I'm Kitty O'Brien and thank you so much for joining me here. So for the best free online tarot readings and for the most accurate tarot readings, hit that little bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, and the subscribe button. Hello, 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 and this is a general reading for Gemini. I don't know why I looked there because I've just looked. Gemini, so the twins, and this is a general reading for December. So what I'm going to do is shuffle me cards, and then I'm going to pull in our plant magic, which is super important, and this deck is just so phenomenal and I am so in love with it at the moment. I'm going to do Rebecca Campbell, one of her best decks I think she's ever done, which is the Healing Waters Oracle. This one. If you haven't bought it, grab it. And if you haven't got this, you should grab it. The magic of essential oils. They are just, they're wonderful. And this is my very Radiant Wise Tarot. And I always show people what tarot cards I'm using because sometimes, oh wow. Okay, so Gemini's the same. I've done the elements of earth, fire and air. Okay, my last set to do is water. So that's Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. Every single reading so far, December is an explosive month. At the beginning, it is like all hell breaks loose. And then towards the end of December, it's beautiful and divine. It looks like Gemini is the same. It's going to be an interesting ride for people. I don't even know what I was saying before. I just saw that card and I was like, ooh, it's the Tower. Tower's good though. Tower is very necessary change. And we've got Judgment again. Judgment has been making so many appearances. I can't remember what I was saying, but I've got thousands of different decks with the Oracle decks. They're all up there on the shelf. And my YouTube videos are meant to be, or going to be, maximum 30 minutes, ideally 20 minutes. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use other decks. Oh, Gemini, they're having a think. We've just had the Chariot and Aquarius. I'm going to do a membership site in January where I'm going to be pulling in loads of different decks and doing much more extensive reading. A reading that's much more extensive. And I'll also be using this deck, which I'm not allowed to use on YouTube because I will get told off. But we're going to be looking at stuff in the bedroom and intimate things as well, because the Divine Feminine is very, very, very sexual, and I think it's good to have those discussions. I'm just not allowed to do it on Facebook. Not Facebook, YouTube. So, let me pull some more. And in case you're wondering, it's £10 a month for the membership site, and it will include all my readings for all the signs. You don't rent one, it's there. You can access any of them. Oh, we've got the Two of Cups again. Two of Cups is very much about balance, balancing the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. And yeah, I'll have other stuff up there. I'll have my essential oil classes, and I'll also have just loads of bits up there. So it will be well worth it. Right, let's see what the plants say, because okay, that was quick. Oh, geranium. I have geranium. I love, love, love geranium. And it's an oil I can pronounce because I struggle reading because I've got severe dyslexia. But I'm very good at writing, it turns out, because I'm an international best-selling author. Geranium. That's with the help of Grammarly, by the way. Grammarly is great. Geranium is a freaking beautiful plant. And I really want to grow some in my garden. I also have the essential oil geranium as well. I've got the 15 ml bottle, and if you're wondering how big that is, I shall show you. So actually what I do with my essential oils is I do lots of stuff. I use them on me topically, you can use them aromatically, you can use them internally. Always read the label for internally. I have tons of these little plastic bottles. So this is a 15 ml, so it's about 230 uses. I've got wild orange, eucalyptus and peppermint. They are divine together. And then I just put 10 drops of each. I love doing this. I cleanse my little boy's Aurora as well now. They're great for cleansing energy, cleansing spaces. I even have some in the kitchen. I used to spray it on the worktops and use it to clean. Lemon is great for that. But also it's a great tool to have for managing your emotions and getting, you know, just such a great tool. Right. Okay. December's going to be a lesson for you guys. Have courage to trust love. It's the heart chakra. So giving and receiving of love and value, and it's all about nurturing. Planet Venus, so we're talking about beauty, love, passion and fortune. Oh, possessions as well and fortune. House of Libra, partnerships and relationships, harmony with others. That is the 2 of Cups in a nutshell. Element of water, so it's about emotions, feelings and love. Oh, yes. So our first card we got was the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, Queen of Pentacles is very much, she's the mother, she's the nurturer, she's the divine feminine. She's, you can see the bunny in the corner down here is all about fertility. The red robe is about passion and desires. And then we've got the green robe, which represents abundance. So loads of stuff coming in. Pentacles represents people, places and things. And the growth around the outside of the card, the roses, represents long-lasting growth. And actually, yes, they are roses. Some of the cards are grapevines. So long-lasting growth, okay? Like things are here to stay. Very slow-moving energy, like a Taurian energy, like Taurus. Slow-moving energy is here to stay. It's long-lasting growth and it's abundance. Okay, and like I said, she's the nurturer. She's all about partnerships, relationships, and harmony with others. And also Pentacles is possessions. You know, people, places, and things. Well, not so much people, but you know, property and money. So what's coming up as a cross is the fact there's loads of changes going on right now, explosive changes. So with the Tower, because things are happening that aren't meant to be. So the universe has to wipe them clear. You know, it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. You cannot force it, it will not happen. And the universe will step in and shake things up. And you will be better off for it. And this is changes in the home life as well. And also, I want to say that you're resisting the change, and that's why it's coming up as an obstacle. It's coming up as a blockage. You're really resisting that change. Don't resist it. That's like trying to walk upstream against the current. Just let it flow. Okay, the universe knows best. The universe knows best. Okay, so something's not fitting right now. Something's not right, and that energy is going to be cleared. So something is not right. Something is not fair right now. Iron out discontent in the irrationality between the sexes. True love is a two-way street, a generous flow of giving and receiving. Do not let past betrayal close your heart to new experience. Forgive, trust, be strong. Not in a combative way, rather in a quiet and firm manner. Stand up for the rights of the underdog, especially if it is you. Show some love to your skin and hair. Slow down and smell the geraniums. Oh, yes. So, you greatly value trust and seek it in relationship with others. Okay? So if you're feeling a lot of resistance right now, especially towards geraniums, it's because the past hurts or betrayals are preventing you from trusting others. And I really feel that is sort of, like in the past you did a lot of waiting. You did a lot of waiting around, and whether this was waiting for a person to propose, or waiting for a relationship to move forward, or waiting for a person to change, you did a lot of waiting, okay, with the Seven of Pentacles. And sometimes it doesn't matter how much you wait, how long you wait for, that person is never going to change. And if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. So, and actually that can feel like a betrayal. You're with somebody, you want to start a family, you want to get married, or you want to buy a house, or you want to progress with the relationship, and they want to stay where they are, and you're waiting for them to want the same things that you want. That can actually feel like a betrayal. And that can really hurt. Because you realize, like, say if you want kids and they don't, you know, they don't want kids, that's the end of that. But sometimes you do wait because you hope they're going to change their mind, and then it just hurts, doesn't it? So that's just an example of how waiting can cause betrayal or feelings of hurt. So add 2 drops of geranium to your nighttime moisturizer, and as you massage it over your face and your heart chakra, affirm, I allow love to flow in and out and around my life. So I allow love to flow in and out and around my life. I'm doing that. I am getting myself all, I've got geranium in the kitchen. I've got all my essential oils in a beautiful rack, which is actually just a really nice herb rack, guys. They fit in really nicely. And I've got some moisturizer, so I will be doing that. I will be doing that because I am calling in my soulmate, and next year, I've got my heart. My heart is open and ready to receive. Right. Now, my beauties. My beauties, my beauties. I'm going to take a sip because I can feel my voice is getting very croaky. And then I'm going to talk to you about the Chariot. Oh God, that's so good. This is just a really cheap coffee, but it tastes so good. Oh yes. Now, the Chariot. Okay, so you are where you are right now in your life because you got you there. You were there because you've literally driven yourself to this destination. Now, experiences do happen, you know, I fled domestic violence, and, you know, I could have blamed everybody, but essentially, like, we are where we are because we are the ones living our lives, and we are the ones who ended up here. So with the Chariot, it is a reminder that where you want your life to go, you're the one who needs to drive the vehicle there, okay? You are in control of your life. You are in the driver's seat of your life. And now we've got the 2 sphinxes, which represent duality, harmony, balance. We've also got the 2 pillars, which represent the same. And we've got the canopy with the celestial sky. So basically, wherever you want your life to go, you got to put that action in, and you got to put it there. You got to lead it there. You got to take it there. And so if you're in a sticky situation right now, you're the one who can get yourself out of it. Okay? And that is the reminder of the Chariot. You are in the driver's seat. And I was just talking about balance and harmony. We got justice. Justice is also about balance and harmony. We've got the 2 pillars on each side. We've got the scales as well of Libra. Okay, and we've got the sword pointing upwards towards truth and clarity. Now, justice really represents, well, it really represents weighing up what matters to you. That's it. Justice is about finding out how you feel about stuff. Like, how do you feel about stuff? How do you feel morally about things? Justice is your justice, like how you feel. This is your courtroom. You know, you're the judge. And of course we want to see truth and clarity. And that's why the sword is pointing upwards. And it's really interesting that we got justice and judgment again together, because we had this in another reading where they were paired in the reading. This card is your desires card. And it is judgment. Again, judging, like, morally, how do you feel? What What are your values? What do you hold dear? Now this card is your desires card. It's also Archangel Gabriel looking over you. And it's about end of days. It's about coming full circle. And when I say end of days, it's end of days because new stuff is going to start beginning. So it's not like your life is over, end of days. It's actually rebirth, okay? Now, this situation here, you probably want that to close, and this chapter in your life to close, and a new one to be opened. And that is what you desire. And these two cards represent you. So, yeah, all about you figuring out what matters to you. You putting your values first. You doing what you want to do. Okay? And being in a place of authenticity and being in a place of integrity. All right, that's really important. King of Cups. He is wearing a lot of armor, even though he's the king of emotions. Now he's wearing a lot of armor because it's sort of like a defense mechanism, really. He's got that on him. But really inside, it's like a wall, isn't it, the armor? But inside, he feels deeply. I know you feel deeply. And the person in your life feels deeply as well. Like the people in your lives feel deeply as well. And it's so much armor because we're afraid to express our emotions in case we get hurt or all that stuff going on. But he is a man of integrity as well, you know. And he's also oh, where's my book? There's a brilliant description in my Witch's Tarot book. I'm training with these cards at the moment, so I'm just going to read. So it's mature. So this could represent a man in your life, or this could represent the masculine element of you. Okay. So a mature, wise man who is well-versed. This card represents an individual who is artistic, creative, and intuitive and passionate. Physically, he has dark blonde to light brown hair with a grey touch and blue or green eyes. He's a good friend, a loving and attentive husband, or a devoted father. The King of Cups gives good, solid advice when asked. This card can represent a quiet man who keeps his emotions to himself but can be moody. He is, however, deeply emotional and has a tougher outer shell to disguise a soft and loving interior. He often sees most people for what... he often sees what most people would prefer to keep hidden. This card represents an individual who is an excellent mediator, psychically talented and strong and fair. And the lesson from the King of Cups is that wisdom comes from looking within. Temper your counsel of others with compassion and affection. All right, so take what resonates to you. So that could represent an aspect of your personality or the person in your life. Right, I'm just going to have another sip. I feel lurgy's coming on. Now, your hopes and fears is the Queen of Swords. So I'm just adjusting my electric blanket. I think I've said that in every video I've done today, but that's why I look so bulky and like ballooned out. It's because I've got an electric blanket wrapped around my waist. And I'm getting fat. I need some self-care and to do some more exercises. All right, hopes and fears, Queen of Swords. She's got a crown, which is made out of butterflies, okay, which represents transformation. Sword is pointing upwards towards truth and clarity, just like justice. And you can see the cloud and the storms in the background because it represents the element of air, which is Gemini. Also, she's very, very articulated, very intelligent. She's a problem solver. She can come across as being quite cold because she's not like an emotional person. She feels deeply, but on the exterior, very much like the King of Cups, funny enough. What's the word? She's very articulated. She's a problem solver. The word has gone straight out of my head. She can seem quite emotionally detached, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Like, she's a thinker. She thinks before she feels, really. But also she sees things for exactly what they are, and she cuts away stuff that no longer serves her. Now, I think this is coming up as hopes and fears, because sometimes, do we really want to see the truth? Do we? Because the truth hurts. The truth can really hurt. So we don't always want to know, do we? Excuse me. So it's like you do want to know, but you don't want to know. And also, it could be that you don't want people to know the truth about you and how you actually feel, because you've probably never been truly authentic before, and truly spoken from the heart, and truly spoken what you were thinking and feeling, without worrying how other people would react. So, and it's the twin, isn't it? Seeing things that people want hidden, and with the twin you got the two sides, haven't you? So yeah, it's definitely coming up as your hopes and your fears. And I also think sometimes it's scary to cut away stuff and let go, isn't it? Because we like to cling on. Now, the future involves a bit of hard work. Okay, with the Eight of Pentacles. For everything to fall into place the way it should do, it does require some action. So the universe can give us stuff in a silver plate, but we actually need to do something with it. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles, which represents hard work and dedication and persistence. So, it's like in all relationships and all situations that need resolving, it does take dedication, it does take persistence, and it does take, sorry, I'm just writing this down because I've noticed I haven't done that, because I'm going to put some info in the information box. It takes consistency as well. It takes a lot. Two of Cups. Okay, it's hard work healing. Let's face it, healing is not fun. It's nitty and it's gritty and it's awful, and you've got to do so much unpacking and releasing stuff, and it's but it is what it is, and it's necessary. Two of Cups. Okay, so we've got a bit of a Leo element in here because it's fire, right? It's balancing the masculine, the divine masculine, and the divine feminine. It's two people coming together as equals as well. It's also you respecting that the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy, we all have it inside us. It's respecting that, and it's balancing that within us as well. Okay, so it's being self-aware, it's tackling limiting beliefs, it's stepping up to the next best version of ourselves. Then it takes hard work. It does not happen overnight. But then we get this beautiful energy, this like Taurus energy. It's the King of Pentacles. Very, very grounding energy. And it's, financially stuff is better off. Stuff starts flowing in. We start manifesting stuff that we want. We start seeing the rewards. We start reaping the benefits, okay? It's like a plentiful harvest. Stuff starts coming in, and it's wonderful. And this is the outcome, this is the outcome with the King of Pentacles. And it can also represent like a property or a car or money coming in, or, a new job. But it's very much good stuff coming in, abundance coming in. So we've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. And we've got the Knight, King, Queen, and Knight. Knight of Pentacles is your future. So it's going to take some hard work. It's going to take some planning. It's going to take some dedication. The Knight of Pentacles is all about assessing stuff. It's about looking at what you have. It's about looking at stuff from a bird's eye perspective. And it's thinking like, right, let's be strategic about this. Let's recognize our emotions, but also not let them control us. Let's work this out. Let's rearrange this. Let's do this. Let's do that. So let's just figure things out, and let's be committed to it to work. So the Knight of Pentacles is really all about that. It's about not making any hasty decisions. It's about holding back, looking at stuff, assessing stuff, analyzing stuff, really looking at things and thinking about them before taking the next step, and not making any hasty, rushy decisions. Now, I'm going to pull one of these beauties. Oh, the rainbow. Oh, yes, this is what I've been saying. The rainbow. Sweet relief, new beginnings, a new way forward. That really, really, really represents, again, the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. And the Two of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. It's just, you can just see it all flowing in together. Oh, that's the wrong book. Let's have a little quick look-ski. The rainbow, the rainbow. 120. Sweet relief, new beginnings, a new way forward. There are countless myths from all corners of the world that feature rainbows. In most cases, the rainbow symbolizes a bridge between heaven and earth and is a sign of good fortune. Perhaps the most widely known story comes from the Irish folklore. It says there is a pot of gold waiting at the end of a rainbow guarded by a leprechaun. In Norse mythology, Bifrost, the rainbow bridge connects Earth and with Asgard, home of the gods. Ancient Japanese folklore say that rainbows are bridges that the ancestors and humans took to descend to Earth. In the Old Testament book of Genesis, God sets a rainbow in the sky as a comforting symbol to humanity that he will never again destroy the earth with floods. And this oracle, the rainbow, is here to comfort and reassure you that the future is full of hope. If you've been going through a challenging time lately, the rainbow is your sign. There are clearer skies ahead of you. Look for rainbows, guys. Look for rainbows. Rest deeply in the knowledge that the rainbows bring with it a feeling of sweet relief and a simpler future. There are new beginnings beckoning you forth. There is a clear and vibrant way forward, and the path is steady with opportunities for deep joy, safety, comfort, and peace. So, I am ready to welcome the new beginnings that are awaiting for me, and that's the Healing Waters affirmation. Well, my beautiful people, I was going to say my beautiful folk, my beautiful people, I hope you have a wonderful December, and I believe that all of this is just it's all necessary. It's all necessary part of the journey, and there's nothing to worry about. Everything is going to be fine. So have a wonderful December. Mwah.